It's time for the Friday Night Football Game of the Week, covered by Warren and Griffin, local lawyers you love.
A long-standing rivalry that was forced to take last year off. Mother Nature was again an issue between Soddy Daisy and Red Bank, but the good news, they did play some football. Two reigning region champion teams, and our man, sports reporter Ben Bobick, has been there all day. He joins us live. Ben, a slight delay, but we have a winner.
For a second there, Paul, I got a little scared there because we get to see each other there in the 6 o'clock. We had to wait at least 30 more minutes, but these two teams have been waiting 2 years to play each other. There's a lot of hype around the Soddy Daisy Trojans coming back as region champions here for the first time in 22 years. And a little bit of question about Red Bank's offense with no Calvin Jackson. But if you watch tonight's game, I don't think you're leaving with any more questions.
735 days these two teams had to wait to meet on the gridiron again. Both defending region champs in their respective classifications. Three-year starter Maddox Wilkie got his hands on the ball first and wastes no time finding his favorite target on the third play of the game. Lucas Brown, like a barber the way he's cutting. Just like that, Red Bank on top 7-0. And how about an encore? Great pocket presence from Wilkie, who drops a dime to Brown, who runs under it just like that again. Lions are up 14-0. They would take a 21-0 lead into half, but a packed house at Soddy and some rowdy fans are hoping to spark the Trojans' comeback. Soddy gets the ball first to start it, but it turns south right away. Clark Lockerbie jumps the route to put Red Bank in business. Lumiere Strickland scores, and the Lions put their foot on the gas en route to a 38-7 Week 1 win over their rival Soddy Daisy, and the tone was set from the get-go from their seniors.
Rightfully so. We graduated a lot of talented players who won a lot of games, a lot of championships, but we have a lot of seniors back that have played in those games. They haven't been waiting. They've been on the field bleeding and battling with those guys. So their experience, their calm, their poise, their leadership, even us as a coaching staff lean on them. Hey, let's take it, lead it. You know what it looks like. So we can't say enough about our seniors with experience.
We mentioned Wilkie threw for over 2,400 yards last year. Looks like he's on pace to do it again. As for Lucas Brown, he had over 800 yards receiving last year. I think he might be on pace to do it again as well. Now, Red Bank, both of these teams, their schedules do not get easier. Red Bank goes to Ottawa next week at Ottawa, a 6A school, after playing a 5A school. And for Soddy, they take on East Hamilton, who had a pretty good showing under their first game under Grant Reynolds. And I'm sure we'll get to those highlights. And you know what, Paul? Why don't you just take it away with the rest of the highlights? We've seen enough from our game of the week as Red Bank defeats Soddy Daisy, a game 2 years in the making.
Thank you, Ben. I certainly will do that. I didn't put on a suit for nothing tonight, right? Heading up the mountain we go. It's